Morning, everybody. How would I feel, Johnny? Hello. Madam, very good morning. I'm Natraj here.
Hello everyone, Jai Jinendra.
जय जिनेंद्र. हेलो एवरीवन.
Fine, fine सब. आज थोड़ा speaker एक 10 minutes late join कर रहे. It's on the way actually because of heavy rains in Hyderabad. All are stuck up in traffic.
अच्छा, वी अंडरस्टैंड.
हाँ. Yes, yes. तो 10 minutes में join कर
नो
रहे.
वरीज.
Yes, yes.
आपके सेशंस बहुत अच्छे चल रहे हैं. वेरी हैप्पी टू सी women's are
Thank
getting
you, thank you.
empowered.
Yes, yes. I hope they get benefited and use this opportunity.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true. I agree.
जय
Yeah.
जिनेन मनीषा जी.
जय जिनीन. कैसे हो सुधा जी? अरे वाह.
एकदम ठीक स्थानक से निकले हैं जस्ट.
धर्म ध्यान की ड्यूटी, अभी ये ड्यूटी.
या डेली डेली है, फिक्स्ड है वो तो. नॉट अ सिंगल डे मिस. वी कांट मिस अ सिंगल डे.
अनुमोदना पापा आपको.
थैंक
खूब
यू. बस
अनुमोदना.
वहीं से जस्ट निकली हूँ. बस अभी जिटो ऑफिस ही जा रहे हैं. जिटो ऑफिस पे ही बैठ के कर रहे हैं आजकल पूरा काम.
अरे बाप
स्पेशली
रे.
विद द स्टॉल बुकिंग.
अच्छा.
दैट इज रियली टेकिंग. यार 5-6 स्टॉल तो भिजाओ वहां से. अभी तक एक भी नहीं आई है पुणे से.
क्या बात कर रहे हैं?
नहीं आई है एक भी. नॉट ए सिंगल स्टॉल हैज कम फ्रॉम पुणे.
आपको ये तो दिया हुआ है ना, पूरा
लिस्ट
डाटा
दिए
दिया है. मैं
सबको.
फ्रेंड्स को बोलती
सबको
हूँ.
कॉल कर लिए. इट इज सी विदाउट द पर्सनल टच नोबडी इज गोइंग टू डू इट.
ठीक है.
तो जस्ट आई नीड भाई आप बोल दो 5 स्टॉल्स मेरी तरफ से मैं किसी को भी लाऊं. तो एटलीस्ट वी आर एश्योर्ड ऑफ दैट 5 स्टॉल्स. See, it's
मैं
such
मेरे
a
साइड
big
से
thing
ट्राई
and
करती हूँ पक्का.
yeah, because it is something. So many stalls. We have 600 के ऊपर stalls है. 600 to 800 stalls to be booked.
माय
So
गॉड.
I need your cooperation भाई इसमें.
पक्का
विदाउट दैट इट इज
करती हूँ.
नॉट पॉसिबल. एंड जस्ट टेक अप. आप बोलिए भाई पुणे से मैं कुछ भी करके 5 स्टॉल दिलाऊंगी. तो एटलीस्ट वी आर एश्योर्ड ऑफ दैट. वेदर इट इज क्लोथिंग, वेदर इट इज ज्वेलरी, डजंट मैटर. वेदर इट इज इवन फुटवेयर और लीजर वेयर, एनीथिंग.
मैं मेरे साइड से ट्राई पक्का करती हूँ. आई कांट कमिट
थोड़ा सा.
बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट टू कीप यू ऑन होल्ड कि भाई ऐसे, बट आई
But
विल
what
ट्राई
I
माई
feel
सेल्फ.
is, see, it's just a national event. It is not a chapter event now. When it's a
आई एग्री
national
विथ यू.
event, we want everybody's cooperation.
आई
See, no
अग्री. आई
single
टोटली
person
अग्री.
can do it.
मैं करती हूँ आज ही आपको कॉल्स करके अपडेट करती हूँ.
थोड़ा सा एक बार आप बात करके थोड़ा इंटरेस्टेड है तो फिर देंगे तो वी कैन टेक द लीड एंड डू इट. विदाउट एनी लीड जस्ट गिविंग द नंबर्स इज नॉट सर्विंग द पर्पस. ओनली वी आर कॉलिंग बिकॉज दे डोंट नो अस. दे विल नॉट एंटरटेन.
ठीक है.
थोड़ा सा आपकी तरफ से मुझे हेल्प चाहिए प्लीज. रिक्वेस्ट. और जितना हो सकता है 2-4 दिन में खत्म करेंगे तो और बेटर रहेगा. टिल वी बुक द स्टॉल्स इट्स टेकिंग ए लॉट ऑफ अदर थिंग्स व्हिच वी आर गेटिंग पेंडिंग बिकॉज ऑफ दिस.
आई अंडरस्टैंड.
या.
Yeah. Ashwini, please make Mr. Natraj the co-host. He is the speaker and he has arrived.
Bhabhi, do we start then?
Yes, we can start it.
Yes, we can start.
Yeah. Jai Jinendra, everyone. First, I would like Shweta to please play the Nakar mantra. Please, can we play the note? Thank you.
ॐ नमो वरिहन्ताणं ॐ नमो सिद्धाणं ॐ नमो यरियाणं ॐ नमो वच्छायाणं नमो लोये सवसाहूणं ईशो पञ्चनमुक्कारो सर्वपावपणासनो मङ्गलाणं च सव्वेसिं पढमं हवै मङ्गलं पढमं हवै मङ्गलम्.
Thank you, Shweta. Now I would like our chapter chairperson, G2 Ladies Wing, Sudhaji Kinti, to please share a few words. Over to you, Sudha Bhabi.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Jai Jinendra. I welcome all the national dignitaries as well as Swayam convener Manisha ji and Sangeeta ji as well as Rekha ji for this session, the the third day of the session. And I really say it's really helpful. The 2 days have gone very well, especially with yesterday's session where we have come to know the new techniques for the wig making and all that. A new subject which was really like everybody, all the members were very interactive. I thank everybody for attending that session. And I welcome you all to this today's session. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhabi. I would like Neetu Ji Nahata to please introduce our speaker for today. Over to you, Neetu Bhabi.
Thank you, Rakhi. Mr. N. Nataraj is the Deputy Director of Regional Head at the Indian Institute of Packaging, IIP in Hyderabad. With over 30 years of experience in packaging, including 9 years in industry and 21 years at IIP, he has an expertise in packaging design and development for various products. Nataraj holds an MSc, MBA, and certifications in packaging technology from IIPP UK and Asian Packaging Federation, and is a certified professional for handling dangerous goods. He has worked on numerous projects and serves as a resource person for various institutions and organizations. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, Neetu Bhabi. Over to you, sir. We can start the session.
I hope it is not about me because I am not from IIP. I am from HP India. So if it is about me, then possibly we need to reintroduce. I am Naipal Singh from HP. Can you please confirm, is it about me or is Mr. Natarajan is supposed to speak?
So our first speaker was Mr. Natarajan actually.
Okay, great. No worry. Then we can go ahead. I just got confused.
Natarajan, sir? Yeah.
Anyone from COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, I think he's traveling.
The voice is not clear, sir.
Voice is not clear. Now it is okay. Now it is okay.
Better, sir.
Okay, give me 5 minutes time. Yeah. So I'll be reaching home, my office. So meanwhile, let me know. I mean, English is comfortable for all of you.
Pardon?
Yeah,
Hello?
both languages, sir. Hindi and English, both you can mix.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
I
So,
think he's going to reach his office in
my
3
session.
minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to reach my office another 3-4 minutes. Meantime, can you just introduce yourself one by one so that by the time I reach, I'll take my presentation accordingly. The audience, this one. What are they and in what field of business they are, so that I can modify my session accordingly.
Myself,
No issue.
Sudha
Hello.
Kimti, sir. Myself, Sudha Kimti, chairperson of
Yeah.
Jito Ladies Wing. I am into food processing units
Okay.
business.
Good. Correct.
Anyone else who would like to introduce, please unmute yourself and introduce.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
This is for what actually you are an entrepreneur.
Yes, sir.
Oh, so what kind of food you are dealing with?
Sir, your voice is not at all clear.
What kind of?
1 second. Sudha, sir, can we start with our second speaker first and meanwhile? Till you reach your office, we'll start with our second speaker. Is it okay, sir?
Or else we'll just wait for 5 minutes. He'll be reaching the office. So,
Acha, or else, our second speaker, Mr. Nepal, is already here. So I thought if we can start, meanwhile, sir can do the preparation. Is it okay, Sudha?
Yeah, it's okay. If the sir is okay, then it doesn't have any problem with us.
Shanti, can you please convey this message to sir?
Yeah, I'm just trying to reach him only.
Yeah,
You
so
just
that we can we'll start with Mr. Nepal.
yeah, you can do so.
Yeah,
I will talk to
okay.
Nata, sir.
Yes. So, yes, request Neetu Nahata to introduce our guest for the day.
Neetu is not there.
Yeah, she's joining.
Yeah. Neetu Bhabhi?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
sorry.
No problem. Please introduce our second guest for the day.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you, Rakhi. Mr. Nachpal Singh. Rakhi, I guess I have. Just give me a second. I have some connectivity issue, I guess. Just give me a second. Am I audible, Rakhi, now?
Yes, yes.
Audible.
Great. So sorry for this. Mr. Nachpal Singh, Regional Sales and Business Development Manager in HP India Sales Private Limited. Nachpal Singh is a seasoned sales and business development professional with over 10 years at HP's Industrial Print Division. He currently works as Regional Sales and Business Development Manager for the South India region, where the partners closely with brands and MSMEs to unlock the power of HP Indigo's digital printing technology. He is specialized in innovative packaging solutions that help business strengthen their brand stories, stand out in the market, and scale efficiency. Passionate about supporting MSMEs, Nashpal's activity engages with startups to demonstrate how digital print can enable customization, faster time to market, and reduce inventory cost. So I welcome you, sir.
Thank you for the introduction. Let me share my slides and then we will start. Oh, you will have to make me cost. Yes, done. Yeah. Can you please confirm my slides are visible? You can see my slides.
Yes, sir, we are able to see your slide.
Okay. Let me go and change. Share computer sound. Okay. So thank you for introduction. And as in my introduction, it is mentioned that I'm working with HP, and I think most of you would know HP, but I am from the different division because when I give this introduction that I am from HP, so a lot of time it is understood that a laptop company, but HP is also into different businesses. And the business which I come from, it is the HP Indigo Industrial Printing Division. So you see this machine. So this machine is also manufactured by HP, and we sell this machine to different industries in India and as the worldwide. And one of the industry for us is the photo wedding album. So I'm sure if you had any wedding recently in your family, so 99% that wedding album must have been printed on HP Indigo machines. Apart from that, we are very having a good, let's say, market share in the packaging industry, especially in digital. So again, digital is a small industry still in India, but we having around 60 to 70% of the market share. And when we have this market share, so we start selling this machine to the packaging converters, packaging printers. So I want to make sure when I present this solution and talk about it, so it is not about any of you buying this machine. It is about how you can buy a packaging from the people who are having this machine, again on the cost effective, innovative, and the sustainable packaging. So when I say cost effective, that I will definitely cover in the slides. But one part innovative. So innovative is always being how you can quickly turn around a problem into a solution, and then how can you scale. So that all I will be talking in my presentation, and at the last it is the sustainability. So coming back to that, when we started selling this machine to packaging companies in India, what we found out largely we were focusing on to the larger brand where they have a money power and they have a team sitting with them, and then they are utilizing this packaging for their campaign purpose. So like you see this Coca-Cola label which is there, so they generally do not use for their regular printing. What they use for the campaign purpose, which is a very interesting storytelling part, which I will also touch base in this presentation. So today we are in the photo album, we are into the different packaging segments, and also into the commercial and folding carton. Why I'm telling this, which means if you have a challenge, anything related to this sort of different applications, you will get the solution for your product. Okay, so now I'm coming back to my pitch. Why packaging for the small startup and the SMEs? So I would like you to comment or answer if anybody wants to unmute. So if you show this pack, and this happens a lot of time with us when we visit the retail store. there might likely be two packet kept there. One having the filter coffee, no branding, or maybe poor on the branding, and the another one which is possibly having a same filter coffee, and I would say sometimes less in quality, but having a great branding and packaging. Which one consumer like to pick? So most of the time answer is B. But the question is why? So anybody wants to comment on this? Why somebody would pick B?
It's attractive packaging. The first thing what goes to the mind of the consumer is the packing.
Correct. So if I now convert into science, and science is the consumer behavior. So anything which today is kind of discussed, or like if I am launching a product, what I will do first, I will go and study the consumer behavior. And consume as per the consumer behavior, 70% consumer form an impression about the product based on packaging. And if you don't believe so, you should do this experiment. Go to any retail store, have your kids with you, or sometime even yourself. When you are passing through aisles, you possibly are not aware about that product. You might not have tested that product before, but that product will invite you, please pick me up. And this is where it is called the first impression, first moment of the truth. And the packaging is one part of it. So this is the another statistics which I want to share. 60% of the shoppers, they buy the product from the shelf if they like the packaging without researching it. So the whole point is you might be working great on your product side, you might have a great marketing strategies, but if your packaging is inferior, you are in a way losing chance to stand out, to communicate the message what you want to communicate through your product. So it is necessary to give attention to the packaging, which can help you to sell more, which can help you to get more consumer attention, and unlikely or all of this should turn into your sales number. This is another research. I will not bore you enough with this research, but the whole point in this slide is packaging is the one medium you can neither avoid it or nor exclude it. And this is now proven by the research which is done by the Walk, which is an agency which organize the marketing events. So they analyzed different campaigns and they say the money is spent on the packaging can give a better return than money is spent onto the YouTube, like TV ads or YouTube's. Okay, online video is the one which is highest, but the packaging also comes out and stand out onto the second number. So the whole point is if you invest 1 rupee on the packaging, there is a possibility it can pay you almost 5x return. But all understood, right? And I'm saying this so most of you possibly start understanding in this, and then they say, yes, we want to work on a packaging, and packaging is a critical element of our overall product. But when we start going to the market, so one of the challenge which I highlighted red in spite of building brand identity and agility is the bootstrap. So a lot of time when somebody is starting a business or they are, let's say, I will not say a small business, but they are very new to the business, or sometime they are covering a particular geography. What they have a challenge is onto the money, which is we call it bootstrapped, or it is like a limited funding. So when I have a limited funding, I want to prioritize other things, and my priority first goes to my product, then it goes to setting up the my GTM, and the packaging comes last. And when it is coming at the last, so most likely the chances is I will be already exhausted on the money, and I will compromise on the packaging, and I will go for the solution where I have to invest minimum. But how come digital printing or digital packaging is a solution for that? So I will explain in the next slide. So I will possibly, we have Mr. Natraj who will explain packaging technologies. So I just want to put a perspective to this and say, I just want to explain on a very basic level. So if we compare two technologies or two workflows, which is not less called a technology, the printing workflow, which is analog printing workflow and digital printing workflow. So what does actually happens, or what is the difference between them? So in the analog printing workflow, so the process works like that. You prepare a design, and then this design go to your printer, who is having analog printing machines like Flexo and Rotograver, and then it goes for a printing, and then it gets converted to the pouch boxes depending on what is the requirement. So here, what is happening in from design to printing, there is a certain time which is taken, and there is also a process which is called plate making process, or some sort of color make ready registration and all those processes. But in digital, these processes are eliminated. So you are not making plate, or you don't need to require a plate or cylinder. So the first advantage, what it comes, that your time is reduced. So in flexible packaging, or let's say in a pouch printing, when you make it through the gravure process, you actually invest, you need at least 6 to 8 weeks. But in digital process, you can make pouch between 7 to 12 days. Sometimes it is also possible in 3 days, depending on what kind of packaging you're going forward. Another advantage, like I said, that you will not need to make the plate or cylinder, which means you will not invest into plate and cylinder making process. So the one, your cost is reduced, and then second advantage is that if I will not need to make a plate and cylinder, and the plate making happen in the machine itself through the digital process, which means I can combine my quantity graphics. So let's say I have 5,000 labels, and in this 5,000 labels, I want to print 1,000 for one design. So I will still print 5,000, but 1,000 for one design. Basically, for one design, I am printing only 1,000 labels or 500 labels. But if you will do this in the analog process, you will have to print certain quantities because you want to bring the initial cost down. Again, this all is done without compromising onto the printing quality or the color consistency, because again, the technology has come so far that we have more than 32 different type of inks, which help us to achieve 97% of the Pantone colors and the special colors like white. So giving the benefit, or explain, as I explained the benefit of digital printing, how does the small businesses use it as a advantage, or how it is beneficial for them? So I would like to explain through a small example. So like I said, I come from the team where we work with the brands and the startup and the SMEs. And when we started this process and we started interacting with the small businesses, so we happened to meet this lady, Dr. Sangeeta, and she is having that idea that I want to start my own dosa better brand. And she started. So as usual, what she was doing, she was picking up the pouch from the local market, putting a label on this, and then going to the market. Although her product was superior, but she was still not getting the fair opportunity in the market. Let's say if she's reaching out to the retail chain like Big Basket and all big, they said no, this we can't keep it, because again they have a product coming from, let's say, MTR ID, their packaging is superior. So that was a challenge for her. Another, when you pack in very regular material, you are not sure what is the shelf life it will give. So then we happened to meet her in one of the show, and the first question was, can you help me with the design? And of course, design is not only the part of that. You go to a superior designer and you say, give me the design, because he will always ask what will work or what is your requirement for the design. So this is where sharing insight with that entrepreneur or with that lady makes a difference, because she can go back and share the same thing to their designer, that I need a design with all these elements. What? That it should have a clear messaging, the branding. Again, it should also reflect my story, why this product is superior or what is the so special about this product that should come to the packaging. So doing all this, she came up with the design which you all can see onto the right side, and it helped her to solve her many challenges related to the packaging, related to the brand visibility, which helped us to put her product into the supermarkets. Again, in initial years she has seen very big growth, and now she has gone completely onto the cloud model, or they have gone with the different products. So you all can search onto the like now this quick commerce platforms are there, or some sort of online platforms are there. So there will be product in the name of Atta Girl. So we feel proud, we feel happy that at least insights helped her to scale her business. So the whole point here is that I'm not saying the only packaging, you make the packaging good and everything will happen. No. But if you don't do a packaging, then you losing a chance. This is one of the element which makes your product successful. So you should not leave it. Again, we are sitting with the audience, all of you already, superwomen, women entrepreneurs, and today I kind of picked up the stories which most of them are related to the women entrepreneurship. So again, we have a very active partnership with the Coffee Board of India, and anyone of you need help to start a coffee business, please, you can reach out to me, that also I can help you. But here I'm sharing an example where when we started engaging with the Coffee Board, so I had a first session with them like this, which I'm doing today, and then one, I would say, lady stood up, young women entrepreneur, and she said, "I have an idea, and today I'm like doing this, which you see the before image." And from this session, she took an inspiration and she went back, worked with the designer. Then we helped her to start our packaging and to make it clear how digital packaging helps. So initially she wanted only 500 pouches. We said, okay, that's fine. We will help you to connect with somebody who can give you even 500 pouches with the quality which possibly Nestle and the other companies will have. And then she went back, and today I'm happy that as I'm sharing this story with you. So she has 3 more products. One is the drip coffee, and then other, which is a liquid coffee. So she started seeing this success, working. She was working in an IT company, and then completely switched to the women entrepreneurship, and now she is running her own brand. So I will have many of these stories like this, and if I will keep start sharing, so will be possibly days not enough. But these are few, and the another idea to show this slide is that you might have these questions: Can it do a label? Can it do a pouch? Can it do a box? Anything, because there are different forms of the packaging. So today, HP Indigo Digital Technology is becoming like a launch pad. So let's say you have an idea, you want to come up with a new product, and you say, I want to start, and I want to start with a minimum investment, because now the models are that there is a contract manufacturing. So you reach out to them, you are sorted on the product, the only challenge what you might face onto the packaging side, and then you take the help of digital packaging, and then your product is ready. So you see these brands, which is Whole Truth, Happilo, Good Gum. So most of them, even if they are they are featured on the Shark Tank, they have got the funding, so they are all in the scaling mode today, and they all started small. So that's the idea to showcase this slide. So this is becoming a kind of launch pad. I have a video which is again a startup or a small brand, a small business from the Goa. And when we think about Goa, I think the first thing comes is of Fanny. So this entrepreneur or this small business owner, he was facing a certain challenge onto the packaging, and when he got in touch with us, so he is explaining the story in that way. So I'll play the video, and then I will possibly explain if it is needed. Just want to confirm, you can hear the audio?
We are
Yes.
able to hear.
Okay.
I want to take Fanny to the world. I think in 2010, 11, when I first was thinking about a label and coming out with it, the last thing I wanted is the product to come out of Goa and a Fanny to come out and look like a third world product. When you start out as a brand, nobody wants to give a chance to the small guy. At that time, nobody came out with textures. You couldn't ask for what you wanted. They said, this is what we have. You accept that or don't accept that. And then these guys would take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You were just sitting there by your phone waiting for it to come.
So when Hansel first came to us, he explained to me that he was having a lot of problem with his earlier supply of labels where the labels were peeling off the bottle, it was not sticking very well, the adhesive was not very good. He also told me that his bottle had a particular shape and a different size, that had to fit very well and snug. See, that's where the HP Indigo digital press comes into play with its versatility of letting you print seamlessly on these substrates. So when Hansel said that this is what he wanted, okay, it had to be crisp, sharp, bright colors. We knew this was the press that we had to use to achieve the job.
If you look at my sales before the labels and after the labels, you suddenly saw confidence because now the labels weren't peeling out. Now the texture was there. There was a vibrancy that I wanted. And most important, it was consistent. So when people picked up this bottle, it was no longer just a souvenir. It was also a respectable product. The HP printing solutions really helped us in a big way. There is a lot I'm gearing up for, and I'm sure with Janus supporting my startup and the versatility of the HP Indigo digital press, I can focus on what I do best, distillation. I can't wait to create new brands full of culture and meaning.
Focus on what you do best. Leave packaging to us. Okay, so this was from the perspective of the cost effective, how digital packaging is a cost effective solution for the small businesses or startups. But I also want to explain packaging from the different another angle, which is the storytelling, and which is what I said in my first slide. But what is storytelling and how does it help? So today the storytelling is becoming a big part of your brand identity. And when you have a product which is such a unique product and it is coming from maybe a society or like, it can actually completely turn around your approach if you are able to tell that story. And how do you do it? The one way is that you do it through social media, those Instagram, but the another way your packaging is also your marketing tool, which is where you can bring your story onto the packaging and it can help to communicate. Because imagine a situation where your product is kept on the shelf and you are not there to tell your story. Who is there? Your product itself, your packaging or your story itself onto the back where people can read it. Even they can have it like they can scan the QR code, they can go to the website, like all those tools can be utilized. So coming back to this, in the storytelling, there are 3 elements, I would say. One is the personalization. The second is time to market, sustainability. So if I say the bigger part of your story is your personalization, customization, and sustainability. What is personalization and why it is so important? So today, the personalization is a very big market, right? 88% of the consumers likely to purchase from the company who are offering a personalized product. And I will also explain in the upcoming slides when I'm talking about the personalization, it is not about one product. With digital printing or digital printing tools, today you can have your product personalized, but still it can be done on the scale, and which is where the example of Coca-Cola mass customization, where this company had made around 1 crore label, but still those labels are kind of personalized or they have used the approach of mass customization, right? So one of the approach in the personalization is the because when you're coming into the market, you are going to face a different set of consumer. There is a consumer which is a young consumer. There is also Gen Z and millennials. So different set of consumer. How would you connect? So which means you need to have a product which communicate to the different consumer. Maybe you will not change, you will just change a flavor, or you will not change much into the product, but your packaging will change. So this is where this example of Kota Coffees, when they launched this product, they were initially planning that, okay, we will go slow. But when they did research in market, so the consumer, they're different sort of consumer. Somebody love the this flavor, somebody like this flavor, somebody like this flavor. But if you have to launch 5 flavor at a time, and you would need to buy, let's say, 1 ton packaging for each product, then it becomes very messy. So what do? So then they reached out to one of our customer and say, I still want to launch 3 or 30,000 bottles in a way in first go, but I want to have 5 different variants. And this is where they took an approach and they say, we will print only 6, we'll go to, so we have like 6 different SKUs. We'll only print 5,000 for each, and this was done in 3 days' time. So, from the personalization, launching a different SKUs, having the variety of product is also one of the approach. So, like I said, the customization and where the Coca-Cola example was given. So, what we did in India, so we also work with the larger brands, and then they say they always keep working that how do they come up with the better storytelling and how they can utilize packaging. So this is the example which comes from the Nestle Kit Kat, where they had launched 1.4 crore pack onto the Valentine's Day. And when they launched this pack, the simple and clear messaging was that we want to have each pack unique. And when you're talking about each pack unique, can you have a chocolate which is unique in each pack? Not possible, because their recipe does not change. But still, how do you give that messaging that the pack which you are receiving or you're buying it for your friend, because your friend is also unique, how do you give? So the only way is that they optimize their packaging or they play their marketing strategies in such way. They say the pack which you have and the each hand mudra. So today we have a software which gives you the flexibility to, even with the one design, you can make 1 crore design, different versions of a 1 crore design, and each design will be unique. So that's the power today, digital printing or digital tools which have. And if you have any such unique messaging and you want to bring out your packaging, this is possible, and it will play a big role in your storytelling part. This is very interesting. Again, from the coffee. So what happens in this story? It is, I'll just play. I'll play the video and then I'll explain. So, in the previous story, again, it is showcasing the power of storytelling in a different way because, again, one of the advantage of a digital printing is that it can be very quick, which means that let's say there is an event which happened yesterday and you want to include that or you want to capitalize on that certain event, so then you come up with your packaging, a version which is related to that event. So in this, the earlier story in that case was, so the case was that this brand which comes from the Mexico, so they were facing a huge challenge, and the challenge was that there were many new brands were coming, and the consumer started thinking that the coffee which they were having, it is not fresh. The new brands, they are giving much more fresh coffee. So then they came up with the campaign and they say we will only plan 5,000 pack, but that the packaging itself we will print with the same day newspaper. So they printed a pack which is with the same day news headline, and then the newspaper also goes with the same headline. So the whole point is your coffee is as fresh as your newspaper. It has a big impact on the consumers, and they were able to turn out that perception that no, this brand also it remains fresh. So that's the whole point. Yes. Again, I think very good part of all of you, what the businesses you are involved, you had a very big part of the social cause, like doing good for society. But is that coming to your packaging? So this story, which is related to the farmer, what it tells that there is a brand. What they do, they capture the story of that farmer where they're buying a coffee, and then they put that story onto their pack itself. So one, it is uplifting the farmers' confidence and their pride in their society, and then second, it is also giving the authenticity to the product. If I know I'm buying a product which is coming from this farmer or this let's say self-help group, I'm much more sure where the product is coming and how much authentic it could be. So it plays a role in the form of a story which is doing good for the society, but at the same time, it gives a consumer the authenticity about the product. So this is also another element which can go into the storytelling part. Sustainability, because I think the initial subject line was that only, but sustainability is not only one thing, which like I do this thing and then my packaging becomes sustainable. This is all about everything. When I'm even explaining my initial part of the presentation, where we say that you produce your own packaging or digital, and you can only produce what you need and when you need. So this is also a sustainable practice because I'm not producing something which I will not utilize or I will not be able to utilize it later, and it will go to the packaging waste. So if it is only used what is needed, that's also a way you are contributing to the sustainability. The another element which is talked in the sustainability much is that the materials which you use, are they sustainable? The inks which are used, are they sustainable? And if I say that sustainability, a lot of time it is only understood that if I use the plastic materials, they are not good, they are not sustainable. But whole concept of the sustainability is that if you use and using any form of packaging, and if it can be recycled, it can be compostable, or it can be biodegradable, this all practices can be considered as a sustainable packaging practices. So today, our inks, HP Indigo inks, we have all the certificates which clarify that our inks does not create any resistance for the sustainable practices, which is recyclability, which is compostability and biodegradability. So if you have a completely compostable material and you will print on HP Indigo or digital printing machine, so this will also could be a compostable, provided that all the elements which are used in the packaging are the compostable materials. Again, the sustainability also needs to be looked out, because a lot of time when the sustainability is looked, what we get into the discussion that I can use the sustainable packaging, but sometimes Actually, I would say most of the time people will say it will cost more and it will become a part of my cost. But today, the what the research is saying, when you're investing into these sustainable practices and you're able to communicate through your messaging, actually it is helping product to sell faster, and the number says it is 7x faster. So if you are pursuing or you are doing all these practices and you are able to communicate, you are able to bring to the messaging and say why this product is sustainable and how I'm even helping or contributing to environment. So there is a certain set of consumer who are giving attention to the product which are marketed about for the sustainability. Again, this is little technical, but like I said, when we say the sustainability, so most of the time our consideration is for the materials, consideration is for the inks, and consideration for the other elements. But the another element which can be also considered from the sustainability messaging is that the printing technology which you are using to produce your job, how much less water it is using, how much less energy it is using. Because I think the plastic is still is the thing to be solved, but the immediate problem what we will have, and we all come from most of us come from south, and I always see that big fight between Tamil Nadu and the Bangalore, and which is the fight about water. So the consideration also needs to be given for that sort of element, that which is the technology use less water. And today I can say, if you will compare a digital printing technology and the gravure or the flexo or conventional printing technology, you would see that water usage there is a huge difference. So this is the coffee job, and again there is a full study on this. I will share the presentation slides later. You can go through it, and it clearly explain that how this using this technology you help you to contribute to the environment. The same example, and somehow I picked up all the example from coffee. So we had worked with the Blue Tokai. When I say we had worked, so we had worked with the again with our customer. So a customer has given a packaging solution in two ways. So when you say, you see this tagline, which is "We love Indian coffee farmers." So this is again a story element which is coming to their packaging, how they working towards the particular society and how they're helping to that society. But at the same time, the packaging structure which they have used, so this material is a recyclable material, and again the printing technology which is used, the HP Indigo inks. So whole package makes this pouch recyclable pouch, and at the same time, when they are going to the market, they are telling it that we have shifted from our regular packaging to sustainable packaging, and that also helping them to grow faster. So, all in all, this was from my side to present today. I would love to have questions from you, and at the same time, you can scan this QR code. So, where this QR code will lead you, this will lead you to the website called HP reinventcreativity.india.com. So, the stories which I have covered today, it is still a 10% of the stories which we have. So when you will visit this site, and you will see there are many more global stories which are on different subject, personalization, customization, sustainability, and all of those. So, madam, thank you, ma'am, for the opportunity. I am happy to take questions, and you can also note down my coordinates. Anyway, these coordinates would be there in the presentations which will be circulated.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Anyone with questions, please put your questions in the question box or raise your hand so that we can ask your questions.
Naipalji?
Yes.
Yeah. This is regarding this, how can we take the consultation if you would like to have a consultation with your team?
So again, virtual is the best way, and you
Where
can
do
reach me out.
you're located in Hyderabad?
I'm located in Bangalore, but I keep traveling to Hyderabad. I can also work with my colleague who is based in Hyderabad, and if he would be available for the consultation, but I am available on Zoom call and on a virtual call for this. Was
Sir, we have no questions. It was very crystal clear. Thank you so much.
I think Sudhaji is trying to speak. Sudhaji, you're on a mute.
Yeah, sorry. This is just because nobody should get disturbed. We are keeping it on mute. Like I belong to this one food processing business, and a lot of packaging is required at our end. But the main thing is we already into this business from last 40 years. So the packings are going on whatever previously designed and all that. So I would like to have a consultation in what way we can improve and all that.
We can connect online,
Yeah.
and what we have seen, this packaging strategy is used in two ways. So we also work with the larger brands today, and there I don't need to give them the gyan onto that you should use packaging to cost-effective way or for your short run. But they're always looking for the idea that how can I make my packaging much more effective so it helps to connect with the consumer and it remains for the longer time on their mind that this brand is doing something good for this cause.
Yeah.
So this is where it can be utilized for the larger set of the brands. So we can connect online.
Yeah. And one more thing is I have a new product. Just last year it has been launched. For that also we would like to connect with you. So I will be connecting with you on call then. First it will
Sure,
be a
ma'am,
call,
sure.
then we can have a Zoom meeting.
Sure.
Anybody, but it was really very good and very crystal clear, I should say. And it was really very interesting. The talk was really very interesting.
Yeah, we can see in the message box also, sir. Like one have asked, Shweta have asked, how do we connect online? And really very nicely done, sir. Very interesting. The presentation.
I'm typing my number here, and then again, I'm also on the LinkedIn, so you can connect me on LinkedIn, and then we can take it forward. Anyway, I will share the presentation, so my coordinates would be there in the presentation, so you can share it with the group.
Yes, and even your
Thank you,
mail
sir.
ID, sir, because our members mostly they may not be on LinkedIn. So
I
please.
will include my email ID as well. To
Yes.
that.
Thank you, sir.
I'm
Thank you
most
so much.
active on the WhatsApp. Love to connect on the WhatsApp. So
That is the best way, sir.
Yeah.
That is the best way.
And a
because we keep,
comfortable one also.
Yes, yes.
because
That is
we
the
keep
best.
traveling and we get to see mail in the next day.
Women
So
are more comfortable with WhatsApp than on mails.
Yes.
looking
Good morning.
forward and yeah, tell me.
Good morning, sir. I am Rashmi from Pune. I am Swayam convener.
Yeah.
It was very nice session. I would like to know that I work for some NGO also. So how can we help for the NGO to get into small scale business and they lead their own life from that earning? So if you could help me in that, it would be really grateful to us.
So we can connect. So post this session, I would need little more details, what sort of products they have and what they require actually. Because again, what I understood might be different and what their requirement is could be different. So
So
let's have a discussion.
I will get you connect in your WhatsApp and then I can call you also. So let
Sure.
me know your good time, then we can talk to each other.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Sure. Yes.
Thank you,
so
and
much.
thank you for the opportunity. I would say, I'm happy to connect with this superwoman entrepreneurs in the session, and wishing you all best of luck for the upcoming sessions, and of course, utilizing this knowledge in your.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So I'm leaving, and you
Yes, sir.
please. Yeah, thank
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Now we have a second speaker.
Yes, Mr. Nataraj is
Natpal, sir.
here.
No,
He
Natarajan, sir.
hasn't joined. Shanti, can you please connect with Mr. Nataraj?
I have joined, madam. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yes,
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 yes.
sir, you're audible.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Good. It's a wonderful session. Thanks to Mr. Naipal Singh. I was hearing. It's a very good session, right?
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good morning and welcoming you, sir.
Yeah, most good morning. So I sincerely submit my apologies that I couldn't come in time due to some
No, that is okay, sir, because we know
issues,
Hyderabad condition as of now.
conditions. So
And
I thought
it's
first of all,
pouring heavily also.
yeah, no, I thought to take from my house, but due to the transformer failure, there was no power. I got a message from department that the power will be restored after 10 to 12 hours. Though I rushed back to my office, 25 kilometers away, and now, right, fine,
Yes,
good
sir.
that. Congratulations to all the super women entrepreneurs. Nice to see women's are, becoming entrepreneurs in great numbers day by day and month by month in every city. Wherever I go, I see the numbers are increasing. Really, very good to see. And yesterday also, one woman entrepreneur, she shared me a video uh, of the water soluble polyfilm. It's a new thing for us. I was really appreciating her. So it's, in the initial stages, I think so. She will make waves in the packaging industry. Actually, good to see that. So most of them are related to food industry, right? So I'll be sharing my presentation about the food packaging. Um, 1 minute, let me share my food packaging PPT. Uh, so the earlier speaker, the gentleman, has talking about the coffee. So now, what product or more, what are the products all of them are having?
Sir, 1 second, sir. Ashwini, can you make Mr. Natraj the co-host?
So I am into spices and food grains.
Okay, spices and
I am into the pharmaceutical and diagnostic business.
oh, fantastic, pharmaceutical and diagnostic, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I'll do is it's a mixed batch. So rightly, not to waste time, I have one on my desktop itself, packaging of food products. So the product, you can replace the products with your own products, right? So that just to share that, I
Yeah,
start with the
understand the
yeah.
things.
Yeah, so I will share my this one, what do you call, or if what is the time? First, tell me that accordingly I will open my slides.
It's 12:05 right now. Till 1 o'clock, you can take
1 o'clock, so
session,
one
sir.
hour. So I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start with new age planets. I think so. This will be better. Yes, fine. I'll do with this. I'll do. I'll. Okay, so they can see me now, right? I'll share my slides, which is there. Mm, 1 minute. Let me go here. Zoom and then presentation. Desktop. Where is the desktop? No, let me see desktop documents. Monster layout. No, whiteboard. Mm, I'm unable to share my this one. Let me share my presentation.
Sir, you have to do the screen sharing.
That's what I'm trying to. 1 minute. Let me call my person here. So 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Prabhakar, good morning. Orthar killer, yeah. 1 minute. Yes, I'm calling my IT person, because I'm not that specialist here to, I don't know why I couldn't connect it. Right, share the screen for my presentation. Oh. Yeah, now it is okay. Got it?
Yes, yes, sir. We can see your
Fine.
screen.
Okay, fine. So let me start with why we need packaging. So earlier the gentleman told beautiful stories, so I don't want to repeat that. But this is something. Let me start with why we need packaging, right? So the question all comes. So this is the reason why we need packages. I don't know why this is not playing. Yeah, we can see this. This is after post-COVID. The contamination, the environmental problems, especially with the food, what we regularly see in markets everywhere in the globe, right? See what type of contamination, because nowadays people are getting more, health conscious. How packaging plays a role in this. It's really happening. That is why I thought so. We be as a see how she is handling the product in open condition. And first of all, you should know, because everywhere you can see it's a common problem in the globe. Newspapers. Newspaper, they think it acts as a wrapper or anything, right? And the culture and the habit of different countries and different. This is how you need. So, right. So now let us go to quickly. What if there is no packaging? You have everything in your house, but it's unfit for consumption, maybe in your house, in your stores, or in your factory, but it is unfit for consumption. So what makes the difference now? You can see here. This gentleman is opening. There is no packaging, but he has a lot of stuff in it. And he's taking it to consume. You can see Kellogg's with some vegetables in unpacked condition. Though it is in a controlled temperature, but still it is contaminated. It's microbially contaminated. This fellow cannot eat this. You can see that. So he gets frustrated and he moves out to get something for him. So here, packaging plays a very, very big role from your farm to consumer. Anything can happen on the midway, maybe at your factory, or maybe during distribution, maybe during handling, or just the last minute when the consumer tries to unbox the packaging. Anything can happen. Or now you can see here. Now you see every drop is being wasted. You can see the quantity. Now the whole effort has gone waste, right? So your pack, your product, brand can be wasted like this. For that, that's what life without packaging is no life at all. Right. So this is a simple story. I would like to just share that, just to say that packaging plays a very, very important role, right from your farm to kitchen, right? Whatever the product may be. So the packaging concept, what is packaging concept? It's very simple, common sense with art, science, and technology. It's not a rocket science. So the equation is very simple to make you understand that the pack plus age. Right, 1 minute, 1 minute, just 1 minute. Sorry, I'll take the call. Hello. Yeah, good morning. No, I am there. Yeah. Sir, can I call you after 1 hour? I'm in an online class. Sorry for disturbing, right? Fine, fine. Thank you. Sorry, yeah. Bye. This is a call, urgent call via picker. Sorry for the inconvenience. The uh, director of a Pista House from Hyderabad, they are going to select our students. We are running a 2 years master's course after completing BTech, food technology, pharma, other things. Then they do masters in science, packaging technology. Now they are ready for placement. So various companies participate in our campus placements and recruit the bright students as per their requirement. So the campus placement is going on, and privilege for me that most of the women entrepreneurs there, whoever needs a packaging specialist, they can participate in our campus placements. Students are from Pan India, right? Only another 6, 7 students are left over, mostly from Haryana, Maharashtra, and maybe around Gujarat. One candidate is there, Orissa and all. So they are fighting for Pista House. They came. Yesterday they were selecting some 4 candidates. It's a very good package because they have around 70 outlets across India. Anyway, that's a different story. But yeah, I told this because this is an opportunity for you people. Whoever is looking for the fresh and younger guys, they can participate in my campus placements and try to utilize their services. Fine. So coming back here, equation is very simple. Package, right? So there is a lot of difference between packing and packaging. So packing is just, you can see, for example, here, you can see here, just putting mangoes in this, in a carton, right? That is what operational thing, or filling a water bottle, capping it, labeling it, right? The gentleman was telling about, the previous speaker was telling about the different types of techniques of labels and all. So that is one complete operation, right? Whereas package is the, from your finished goods, FG2, till it reaches the consumer via through different channels, right? So that is what pack and age is all about. So we combine together pack plus age. Age, of course, we understand it's a shelf life, but here, packaging perspective, we see it's something different. So it is the first handshake to the consumer. It's a silent marketing tool, such as, labeling, branding, storytelling, then the consumers' information, communication, a lot of things goes on, right? So now you can see here, what is the role? Okay, let me go back first. Pack. So each and every word of this pack plus age has a very significance. As an entrepreneur, as a packaging technologist, as a designer, you have to understand and try to fulfill each and every aspect of this alphabets. So in nutshell, I'm telling, because time is very short, P stands for protection, preservation, and presentation. So protection means you have to protect your product from external hazards, like, transit hazards, distribution hazards, climatic hazards, physiochemical hazards, biological hazards. So all these hazards, right? Whether now this 3 months, 4 months is monsoon season starts everywhere, almost all parts of India. So we have to design such a pack that it can withstand all these hazards and try to go into the hands of the consumer very safely, at a very economical cost and very conveniently, and of course it should be environmental friendly also. Then A comes, A stands for attribution. So when I'm going to design a pack, suppose for example, this gentleman is there is taking a pack in his hand, or I am taking what do you call that, a pen, or this what is this Zendu bomb I have. If I'm unable to open it, somebody, madam was telling, it's a pharmaceutical company she is having, right? If I'm unable to open that, then what is the use of the consumer is unable to open it. See, I have faced one case study which has come as a consultancy. The parents, aged parents were there in India. I mean, their children were settled in US. They brought a lot of medicines for them, and they gave it, and they were chatting every night. They used to have a video conference. The father, the aged father, couldn't take the tablet which is there in next to him in his hand in time. He couldn't push the blister, take the tablet, and take it immediately. So thereby he lost his life. So everything the children were watching through video when they were connecting. So when the tablet is not comfortable or not suitable for a senior citizen to push and open it, that means the design failure. The design failure. So it really, that story really pricks me very well. Then that company came to us, then we start thinking what to do. So we have designed a box that it should be very convenient to open, convenient to use, reuse, or again and again. So attributes is very important. Maybe a 1 liter edible oil or coconut oil or a liquid or a shampoo, whatever it is. The containers, powders, granules, whatever it is. It should be very convenient when you design. Keep it in mind that anybody can use the product from 6 years or to 60 years. So the consumers, we have to do a lot of research on that, and we have to work on that. It should be very convenient for that. So attributes plays a very, very important role. If the attributes is not good, the total what I was talking about package is empty, is halfway. Right, then comes C. The C means knowledge, the compatibility. Compatibility. There are so many packing materials. For example, you take plastic itself, the rigid plastic. There are so many varieties of plastics which can be used for your food packaging. Because today we are talking about food or non-food packaging. But which kind of packing material will be suitable and compatible for that particular given product? So many people say, यार मैं तो पेट बॉटल बहुत साल से यूज कर रहा हूँ, वो भी यूज करो. But whether your product suits that, whether your distribution method or handling suits that, or whether your filling machine in the factory suits that. So compatibility is very, very important. Because of your product, the packing material should not get spoiled, or because of the packing material, your product should not get spoiled. Otherwise, if that's happening, then you lose your goodwill and you lose your market. So compatibility between the product and the packing material is very, very important. The compatibility between the brand, I mean your company, and the consumer. The compatibility between the transport worthiness. The compatibility between the machinery and the product. So many packing machineries are there. How you are going to fill your product? That machine should be compatible with your packing material or the design of that. So compatibility is a 360 degrees, right? Then comes K. K is knowledge. Knowledge about your ingredients, knowledge about your processing methods, knowledge about your protecting your brand and other things in administrative side, knowledge about your packing materials, knowledge about your machineries, knowledge about your human skills, resources to whom which work has to be given, and knowledge about the finished goods section, knowledge about the administration part, marketing, knowledge about the psychology of the consumer, what my consumer is going to expecting from me. That is more important. So knowledge at 360 degrees level is there. These all exercise should be done before you design a pack. The day you start thinking about I want to start one startup, that day it's a day one, you have to think about all these aspects. Then only you have to launch this product. So most of the people come to us, by product ready ho gaya hai, we are ready now, everything trial run is good, now we want to go and design the pack. You are going to waste your time, your money, and everything, because sometimes the machinery what you have already it may not be suitable for particular kind of design what you are going to have. So these kind of things is very important. Then comes age. Age means what? Life of the product. Who is going to give the life of the product? The packaging, right? So here A means what? Graphics. You are going to communicate the consumers without speaking to them the way through graphics or through storytelling, communication, labeling. So you cannot print all the 30, 40 languages which are in India in one pack. Hardly maybe the local language and Hindi or English. In the case of exports, that particular language. So it has to, when your product want to reach every nook and corner of the India, then you have to communicate the graphics. The graphics should be very simple, crisp, and related to the product only. You should be straight away speaking to the product as if you are going and telling them lively. So that is what graphics plays a very, very important role. Graphic also misleads sometimes. Don't give unwanted graphics or extra to capture the attention of the consumers. It may sometimes mislead also. So graphics should be very simple, very effective, and very communicative. Then comes E. E means economically. It should be very economical. Many people go for fancy design and all these things, but still they end up with the cost which is slightly higher than the product cost. No, that is not always acceptable. Only in one case, in the case of handicrafts, the packaging cost can slightly be higher because it demands just such kind of a protection, right? Or maybe pharmaceuticals, premium brand pharmaceuticals, things. Otherwise, packaging cost always try to be as much as possible very low. So if you all combine together is what the package, right? So this is the first handshake to the consumer and it's a silent marketing tool. Then what is the role of packaging? It facilitates. What does packaging do? It facilitates the product delivery from the farmer to the consumer. A good packaging gives consumer confidence about the product quality. When the moment you see that, you get some kind of confidence over it. For example, if I say, 1 minute, I'll try to wait do something. See, a simple logic, what I observed in when I go around the market, right? See, this is a packaged drinking water bottle, right? We used to buy, nowadays we are used to buy and we are forced to buy that because of the various reasons. So when the water bottle got dented, I was just observing what is the psychology of the consumer. When the water bottle is very intact, the branded company labeled, and everything is there. Just because of this got dented, you can see here, this is the dented portion, right? And that consumer told, give me another bottle. So what's wrong with this? Nothing, only it got dented. So the packaging decides the fate of the product. Packaging decides the fate of the product. So that consumer is, that shopkeeper is smart enough. He doesn't want to lose the consumer. So he went inside, brought another bottle, and the next consumer, he gave the previous bottle which is dented. He went inside, cleaned it, which was dusted, right? And again, he has sold it out. So consumers decides the fate of the product also. So we have to be very careful in designing that package for this kind of. Then comes packaging acts as a silent salesman. Nowadays, smart packaging, active packaging, intelligent packaging, packaging tells us, packaging speaks, packaging informs, packaging communicates us that don't buy this or you buy this. This is getting no out of date. This is getting rotten, especially the meat. This is getting spoiled. Why you buy this? How? The color changes. The label as the product gets spoiled day by day, the color of the label also get changed day by day, so that it is indicating the consumer that this product is unfit for consumption. So, and or the supermarkets, they cannot scan or read because of the label totally changed, so it's unfit for sale. So that is kind of packaging that then packaging is a very good sale appeal. Packaging which communicates Then what are the key elements? The key elements are product, the package, and the retailer, where they are going to sell. It also matters. It also matters, right? So that is more important. You can have a premium brand, a beautiful packaged this one, and you go and sell it in the a vendor who is sitting nearby roadside and the bus stops or railway station. Then consumers get confused. ये किधर से उठा के लेके आ गया है. So you have to, yeah, obviously the consumer will think that why that premium goods attractive packaging is sold by a small vendor on the roadsides, which should be sold at the supermarkets, because consumers, different class of consumers are there, different set of consumers are there. So you have to design a pack for different class of consumers. A simple pouch can be sold in a street vendors, right? They can afford because the vendors come in different levels. But the same thing cannot be sold in a department store. It has to be in a different. For example, if you see potato chips, the same company, they are selling in the railway stations, bus stand. No, एक दिन जो छोटा बच्चा लेके आएगा और उसमें plain polythene pouch, nothing will be there. So there in villages and other areas, people buy that. But the same company is selling the same brand of chips in a department store or in the what you call the street corners, what do you call that, grocery shops with beautifully laminated pouches, printed, no, laminated pouches, printed chips. The same chips is again sold in a departmental stores. You see the composite container, for example, Pringles box, you have to say in the composite container is coming. So see, different set of packaging, same product, same company, but with the different levels of packaging for different levels of consumers. So that is where you have to do marketing survey, and packaging can be designed in such a way for different class of segments. That's what I was trying to tell. So then you can see the elements. You have to have something unique. So identify that this is what you are. So packaging helps in that. It's a tool to make your product identify or stand out or reach out in the market, on the shelf by the consumers, by seeing that they can identify. And surface graphics, this matters what more here. So it should be very unique, and all these things should be, if you feel that you have designed it properly and nobody is going to use this, and you have to go for IPR also. You can protect your logo, you can protect your design, you can protect your recipes, right? And labeling laws, I'll try to cover that. Then packaging is what? It's a link between promotion, advertisement, and the product. It's a link, right? It's bridging the gap between you and the consumers through this, helping them in promoting and addressing your products. Then it's an integral part. Packaging is nothing. Most of the people see that packaging is a separate entity. No, as a packaging technologist, I differ. It's a part of a production. It's a part of a production. It's a part of distribution. Without a package, you cannot distribute. You cannot take the water bottle into the hands of the consumer. You have to have secondary packaging, tertiary packaging, and this in order to have marketing. Yes, again. So packaging is a part of integral part of production, distribution, and marketing. And here comes the smart packaging. What is smart packaging? Nowadays, you see most of the entrepreneurs are leaning towards this kind of packaging. This helps in getting back our product, or this helps the consumers to know at what stage the product is, whether he could buy or not, or to know about the, as the gentleman earlier speaker, Mr. Naipal Singh, told the story reading. Nowadays, everybody is having a smartphone. So they can scan and listen the story, get impressed. Or sometimes your product needs to be stored at, at lower temperatures. You can track your product, whether it is really kept at lower temperatures, because it is as long as it is in your factory, it is in your control. You can store the product, say, for 5 degrees, 10 degrees. But once the goods are moving out of your factory, you doesn't know whether that carrier, the transporter truck is maintaining that temperature or not. Or the supermarkets where it is stored. Normally, sorry to say, in the open forum, I have seen personally, I'm telling you my observation. Whenever I go to supermarkets in the morning time and the evening time, the ACs are on, right? The temperature. And other time, You can experience, I'm sure most of you. Other time the AC is reduced. So when your product demands that kind of low temperature and the product gets spoiled, your consumer will definitely have a negative opinion. अरे ये क्या बंदा यार ऐसा पैकेज दे दिया है, product खराब हो गया, next time से I don't want to buy this. So these kind of things happen. So that not to happen, how to have the control. So this is what you are going to have the control here. By sitting at your, you can also know, you can also generate the data. Who are my consumers? Which part of the city are consumers are more? What kind of product they are buying? What kind of flavor they are getting? How it is being transported? Whether the temperature is there or not? At what time the temperature is off and on? Who is the culprit? Everything, all the data can be generated here. Right? It will be very helpful to improve your business and to satisfy your consumers. So smart packaging is not a single type of packaging, but rather than a technology enhanced category of packaging solutions. It gives solutions to provide a far more active services than just passively containing consumer goods. Now you can see what are these so intelligent or smart packaging. Smart packaging refers to a type of packaging enhanced by technology and is often a combination of active and intelligent packaging. Right? So ultimately, smart packaging has two essential features. One is what? It can monitor the changes in the product. It could be a pharma product, it could be a food product, or it could be a nutraceutical product, or fresh fruits and vegetables, whatever it is. It can monitor what is happening, when it is going to get ripened, what is the pH level, whether it has been, the reaction is taking place due to sunlight, if there's a pharma, any contamination is there, when it's exposed to different type of temperatures and climatic conditions, whatever it is. So it can monitor the changes in the product or the surrounding environment and deliver data to business and consumers. So you can have that this one track system. Then it act upon the changes that happen within or outside the product and communicate with an external interface. Nowadays, this is becoming more popular, and this one, consumers are expecting these kind of things. Then embedded sensor technology and smart labels allow smart packaging to deliver data regarding the product's quality, condition, authenticity, and storage. Of course, there are two types of smart packaging. One is active and intelligent. That interacts with the product. Active packaging, in a nutshell, I will tell you, it interacts with the product and aims to maintain its quality, to increase the shelf life, protect it from containments, reduce waste. Chemical elements such as moisture controllers, ethylene, gas, oxygen absorbers, antimicrobial coatings are the most common agents are used in the active packaging. Suppose the product what you are going to sell, the coffee, let us take the coffee. If you just shake the can, the coffee becomes very hot. So no need to go for have it and all. You can carry it in your bag. So whenever you feel like having a coffee a can of coffee, or tin container, just shake it. You'll have a beautiful hot coffee. Intelligent packaging is this type of packaging aims to communicate the details about the product to the outside world, that is to the outside world through various interfaces like tracking and diagnostic software. Intelligent packaging can provide data to streamline customer engagement, automation, marketing, RFID, near field communication, because nowadays everybody, most of them are using smartphones, right? They can hear in what languages they want your product. They just scan this product. You can see here how beautifully you can see the difference here, this color and this color. So this is very fresh, and the color of the label changes as per the product changes. When the product turns stale, the label also turns stale, and it is unfit for scanning or machine language reading, whatever it is. So consumer can clearly understand that this I'm not going to buy because it's already in a condition which is not fresh. Or else the supplier or the manufacturer can recall its product from the market and before it gets this. So either way benefits are there. So solutions in the connected packaging can be scanned to obtain information about the product quality, freshness, manufacturing details, movements and authenticity. Sometimes even, market, maybe your product or similar companies have your product or somebody else, a third person, try to, so counterfeiting, it helps you. Whether it is really your product supplied by you or somebody else. So these kind of things, packaging plays a very important role. So these are the benefits. Uh, the next normal for packaging design by the report by McKinsey is that considered to be one of the mega trends that is going to be fall. Already is fall. India still it is the early stages. So easy handling, physical protection, reduces contamination, very cost effective. Of course, generation of waste, product completely uncontrolled, internal environment, no indication of quality, all these things. So again, when you use the smart packaging, you can see here less time consumption and waste generation, controlled internal environment. So thereby your shelf life is extended. Right. So if you see broccoli or these kind of things, earlier it was there. Now it has been extended for another a week or two or things. Milk, it can be stored for 6 months, so 1 year also. Where the milk is not available, there the conditions, this kind of packaging is really going to help us. Then the personalization of the product, earlier what we are talking about in the previous session. Then the edible packaging. Lot of edible packaging. In Andhra Pradesh, you see one women entrepreneur, student from BTech. She started using the no, cups made up of millet cups, right? So then when she was presenting, I was there in one seminar, I told her to take it to the government. The government really appreciated and went in such a way that in the government offices or in the government seminar or whatever it is, or in the cafe, all these things, it has to, paper cups have been replaced by this. Paper cups have been replaced no, with this millet cups. The cups made up of with millet and other things. For hot tea, we have tested, various labs, whether it can hold that kind of hotness or coldness, whatever it is. It is working wonderful. The startup. So a lot of success stories are there like that. So of course, a little bit expensive. We think it is expensive, but it's not expensive. Actually, when so many entrepreneurs come up, automatically the price will come down. Then the increase in unsold fruits now, because the as the life gets extended, the the vendor has the privilege of selling it more for anything. Then the next slide comes this one. Okay, and these are here are just a few benefits of the considering smart packaging for your companies. The benefits of smart packaging in the food industry is reduce the need of extensive and polluting labels, improving accessibility for consumers with the disabilities, improving the monitoring of the product. You can see it from your end and you can try to improve it. Then regulating the shelf life. Sitting from your end, you can try to regulate the shelf lives and all. Then detection of below stand for counterfeited low quality properties, right? So these are all the benefits of that. Then comes and quickly adapted by a range of industries, including the cosmetic, pharmaceutical, food, and beverage sessions. And it is in these industries that smart packaging can yield the greatest benefits. In fact, through technologies such as QR codes, RFID, radio frequency identification, near field communication, NFC solutions, intelligent packaging can provide quick and affordable data about the product and the environmental conditions. Because you cannot design a pack or a product which is being sent to Kashmir or which is being sent to Kanyakumari or the northern part or the western part, because every state, every parts of our country has different climatic temperatures, a different seasonal season. So the product is same, the packaging same, but we have to work out how it could sustain that kind of temperatures when it is reaching there in different conditions. So yes, in particular, the food industry in which waste level is as high as 30%. Smart packaging can yield this, it can reduce the wastage, can provide the consumer with accessible how-to guides, reduce the need for extensive and polluting labels, improving accessibility for consumers with disabilities, improving the monitoring of the product, regulating the shelf life, and this, right? Then comes your, see how beautifully, of course, because already I have taken that. The smart wine bottles provide consumers with the peace of mind that comes from knowing every detail of the production, distribution, handling process. This is what the storytelling about, right? So this technology develops, smart packaging helps in that. So buyers can immediately identify the product and have all the necessary information about its authenticity at their fingertips. While QR code represents a less than perfect attempt to restore consumer trust, near field communication systems are what provide the always updated, secure, and detailed information today consumers are seeking it. Right. Next comes, you see, smart pharmaceutical packaging. Technology has been successfully used to disrupt illegal markets. Almost, if I am not wrong, around 8,000 to 10,000 companies, pharma companies, small companies are coming with fake drugs in the market. Especially the one recently was the dollar 650 after this COVID. You see, overnight, most of the companies started using dollar 650. In which medical shop you see dollar 650, TK, dollar 650. Whether it is authenticated, counterfeited, we don't know. A lame person cannot identify that. And hand wash, that we have tested so many hand wash comes to us because we are the authorized, certified agencies to certify the packing material for dangerous goods, because hand wash, comes under dangerous goods. Because they are exporting to the to South Africa and other Nigerian countries. So the fellow is not even knowing about the name of that. He started a startup and they were using it, mixing with alcohol and other things. So a lot of accidents have occurred. Right. So like this, so many fake companies are coming. So there, this helps. You can see here how it is helping us. No. Packaging can deliver illegal drugs, divert illegal drugs, stop fraudsters, resolve traceability issues, and improve transparency by implementing a blockchain encrypted product seal. Can be tracked, traced, and instantly authenticated. So this is very much required, especially in the pharma and food as per FDA norms. Then you can see smart packaging for cosmetics, yes, leveraging anti-peeling NFC, near field communication tags, and blockchain technology ensures that all cosmetic products are now traceable, trackable, tamper-proof, and easy to authenticate. So new statistics show that counterfeited goods could make up to 10% of all personal care and cosmetic products which are in circulation. So how manufacturers can use digital tools. Nowadays, digital tools are coming. Though COVID-19 pandemic, only a few industries have changed as much as the logistics sector, especially during the COVID-19. During the months of lot of designs have come, lot of technologies have come into the packaging field, which are earlier used in defense and other systems. Now it has come into the packaging also. So the firms reported a spike in online orders, shipping requests, and delivery services also fueled by this. Throughout, the companies have used smart packaging and manufacturing technology to streamline manufacturing and meet the rising demand, revamp internal operation to reduce waste and speed up the production time, overcome limits to workforce and geographically constraints. Right, a lot of things are there. Just to make you understand what is this smart connected levels of packaging. Level 0, there is no smart for connected features. Then the level 1 indicates a single code, same for all products, read with special reader, RFID. Here you can see. Then the level 2, single code, same for all products, read by near field communications. Level 3, again, you can see here, sterilization, unique product code for each product, scanned or NFC based, ready to eat or ready to serve, whatever it is. Then connected product with sensors and UX works with a smartphone, no tapping, no scanning. Just keep the smartphone. You can just the level 5 standalone connected product connected to the internet sensors and UX on the products. You can see. So this is really now, of course, in Western part this is there. In India, still it will take some of time to adapt all these things. Then the freshness. Today, over 42% of consumers report mistrusting brands, and up to 70% of buyers distrust advertising. So, smart packaging is an important tool that brands can use to provide accountability, traceability, transparency, so that the consumer can have all the decisive information at their fingertips. Indeed, the study shows that consumer perceptions of goods can be improved when information such as production methods, what you follow, links to the manufacturer's website, certification labels, transport tracking, and origins of ingredients that are provided. So this you can see here, the freshness label indicates, this temperature indicates, time indicates. All this kind of technology is used in the packaging so that the consumer as well as the manufacturer can have a win-win situation. So this is what about all packaging by using the smart technologies and all. So if any questions are there, I can take up. I think so. This is what our office address. Those who are there in Hyderabad, they can visit at any time from Monday to Friday, 10 to 6. Or those who are from outstations, they can connect through email, phones, or whenever they visit Hyderabad, you can always, you are always welcome to visit our institute. Our institute basically is, no, we have a world-class laboratory where we can test all the packing materials, right from glass, wood, metal, plastic, rigid plastic, films, flexible laminates, then food grade, whether it's a food grade or not, whether whatever the material you are using for your product, it should be of a food grade, and it should be of, as per the guidelines of FSI and European. In case of exports, you have to meet the European guidelines. The food migration, maybe from the ink, maybe from the packing materials, maybe from the product or the ingredients what you are using from the product, maybe through soil or through pesticides what you use, whatever it is. So specific migration is very, very important. So gaining, mostly in the case of exports, somebody told that spices they are using, edibles they are using, pharma. So all these materials we do test only the packing materials. And the second is we conduct a lot of training programs, of course, apart from our regular 2 years course, right? So now, yeah, now I go for a question session. Please, if anybody have to ask any questions, yes, please, you can. And the entrepreneurs are there. I request all the entrepreneurs to become a member of IAP. If you are not, please do become a member of IAP. Drop me a mail. I'll write down my mail ID here. Okay, I'll put it here. I think so. I cannot add it here.
Thank you, sir. If anyone have any questions, please raise your hand so that we can unmute you, or just drop a message in the message box.
Some colors.
So any questions regarding? No, Tina Bhabi, I don't think so there are any questions, because there's no question in the question box also.
Can we have the PPT?
Yes, yes, I can.
There is in the chat box they are asking, we'll be having the presentation.
Yes, yes, I will share it to Shanti madam, and she can.
Yeah. Okay, okay, sir.
That's not a problem. So this is my mail ID, ddhyd.iip@gov.in.
Okay, we'll be collecting it from Shanti and we'll be posting it in our group, sir.
Most welcome. Most welcome. So I
Yes,
wish
yes.
all the best to all the
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. It was a wonderful session, sir.
IAP will always be there for.
There is one question from Rekha Jain.
Yeah, please.
It is, how can this be useful for us?
Which one?
Rekha ji, can you unmute yourself, please?
Oh.
Yes, the packaging things, no, I mean, can we take it up as a side this thing also? How can, I mean, we make use of this?
First of all,
Any
can you on your
opportunity?
camera? Rekha ji, can you on the camera, please?
Yes, yes, yes.
Request everyone to on your cameras, please, once.
I'm just asking that is there any opportunities we can take up or work with this?
You are asking me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
You want to start a packaging industry?
I'm just asking, I mean, yeah.
Yes,
What
there is,
work?
of course, there is a 100% opportunity. Why 100? I can say 200% opportunities are there because packaging is such a wonderful industry. It's a sunrise industry. For each and every product, you need packaging. So without packaging, no product, and for every product, no packaging. Then so it goes hand in hand. Definitely, there is a scope for you to start up in a packaging industry. And in fact, every that entrepreneur, woman entrepreneur parks or food park, water or any other park, what you have, you try to have at least a couple of packaging, entrepreneurs within that area so that you can, be helpful for each other. You can reduce the transportation cost. You can reduce the wastage. You can, cut down the time and everything. So better try to encourage a couple of women entrepreneurs in every parks regarding packaging. Whatever the packaging, they mostly it is used within that in industries.
Yeah, there's a question come up about even.
Yes. What are the requirements for opening a packaging industry?
Good. What type of packaging industry? It depends upon the product. It depends upon the the requirement. So what I suggest is in one nutshell, immediately don't put your money and start something. You just go for no job work. Get it done, job work, and slowly establish yourself. Know the needs of the industries in surrounding your companies. Then try to work out. Then get. Once you stabilize yourself, then invest in getting equipments and machineries and all. For example, if you say corrugated fiberboard box, so corrugated fiberboard box is such a wonderful industry where it meets to all industry. See, because it's used as a ship transportation pack, right? So, be it a pharma industry, be it a food industry, be it a garment, be it a leather, be it a non-daily goods, whatever it is you name, any product, it has to go in a corrugation in boxes. So corrugation boxes, you just try to get orders. You should do a lot of homework for this. My sincere advice is do a lot of homework, means gather the information. Who are the users of these corrugation boxes around in your unit where you are going to set up, or how many industries are already existing of corrugating units existing who are supplying to these companies. Then what is the market availability? What is the demand there? Then slowly start, getting job works, involved in getting job works and supply to them. Then once you stabilize yourself for a year or two, you will try to know what is this one. Then you go for getting machineries and all. But for the sake, don't buy any foreign machineries. 1 minute. मैं ना अभी ऑनलाइन क्लास में हूँ, थोड़ा कने कॉल अप टू जस्ट 5 minutes. Yeah. No, no, अभी आधा घंटा में I'll call you back. Right? Right. Right. So this is how most of the people, my experience is, they buy machines from China and other where they get it, but don't do that, right? Because our policy, as per Indian policy, is that to generate employment, go for semi-automatic and automatic from Indian made machines. There are a lot of beautiful Indian made machines are available, especially in the corrugation packaging industries I'm talking about. Okay, so start with that and slowly build up. That is definitely going to help you in a long, career.
So what will be the minimum investment for this industry?
Yes, it is again maybe around 20 to 100 lakhs.
Okay.
20 lakhs to 1 lakh. Sometimes even that's what I'm telling. You can start. So when last 3 years back, one lady came to me, sir, I have only 1 lakh to 2 lakhs. She started. I told the same thing. You give job work, slowly start supplying to them, get it done outside, for a minimum, to meet the overhead expenses. Then slowly she established. Then after 3 years, then she started investing machineries. She started buying that. Now, of course, 4 years, 5 years, she has done a good job. So it depends upon how you take about. If you are having your financial good, this one is good, then you go. You can at least you should buy one corrugator. If you want to full go, buy a corrugator machine or get it the corrugation boards. You get it done outside. The rest of the parts, stitching, stapling, creasing, folding, that can be done at your end. That doesn't cost much. 20-25 lakhs you can finish it off. All Indian made machines, right?
Okay.
Then printing can be done outside. Time being, right? A single printing or multi printing, multicolor printing. Then you start supplying in your name. Once you stabilize yourself, once you know that, okay, now I got enough orders, now I can invest something more, I can buy a machine which can sustain, I can run all the 2 shifts per day, so that my 25 days at least in a month, right? So because I don't want to keep my equipment idle or my staff idle, so at least 2 shifts you have to run per day. Then only it is viable.
Yes.
Or 25 days I'm talking about, not 10 days. 10 days running 2 shifts, 3 shifts. Then after that, happily cooling yourself and doesn't work out. So if you have reached that stage, then you try to invest more, get the machineries of your own and try to work on that. That will really going to help you. So
But
somewhere
basically, depending on our turnover, what we are expecting, we may be getting according to the capacity, the machines, right, sir? Not necessary you need to invest in a big one.
no need. That's what I'm telling. There are machineries at different capacities. You have to identify that. What
Yes.
is your ability? But keep it in mind that if I buy a machinery for another 3 years, now maybe today you may be getting an output of say 1 ton or 2 tons per day. But
Yes.
after over a period of 3 years, 4 years, if you want to, if your output is going around somewhere around 10 tons, then again you have to go for a machinery, which is giving more, or you have to buy
Yes.
another machinery.
Another
So
machinery.
you have to balance that. The
Yes.
ranges, what range I have to
Yes,
pick,
yes,
what
yes.
could be my output
Yes.
for another 5 years. You have to plan.
Yes. You have to plan it for the next 5 to 6 years and
Yes,
then
then
take.
only other is buying, see, spending 10 lakhs, even 5 lakhs of worth of equipment, where you are unable to meet or take it the maximum output of it, then it's of no use, then no.
Yes.
Then again you have to invest after 5 years, just like a software. See,
Yeah,
that's what
correct.
I'm saying. After 5 years, the software is gone. Again, you have to buy a new thing. The smartphones, whatever, today, after 3 years, 4 years, you have to buy every 4th year, you have to invest 20,000, not less than 30,000.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
So,
Yes, sir, correct. So any more questions, ladies? That's it. We are done, sir, with the questions. We'll be sharing all the details in the group, sir, and the link and your email ID also, sir.
So probably in the month of September, we are planning to have 2 days, 4 days training session at Hyderabad. Packaging, testing and evaluation of various packing materials. Testing and
Okay, sir,
evaluation of
please
various
share the
packing
details. So I'll be sharing it in the group also. If anybody is
fine.
interested, will definitely join.
Yes, because everybody should know what kind of packing material, how
Yes,
to
yes.
make the order. In order to use for your company, if you are using a flexible packaging, then what kind of specification you have to give, whether he is giving the right specification or not, how to judge that, how to draw the specification, whether it is over specified. So all the things will be covered with hands-on training. We'll take to our lab in the afternoon session.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please share it so that we'll be sharing it in the group, sir.
Definitely,
Definitely.
I'll do
Yes,
that.
sir. So anyone else?
I hope you enjoyed this session.
Yes, sir. It was really a beautiful
Yes,
session, very
thoroughly.
crisp and knowledgeable session, sir.
Fine.
Very interesting, sir.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I make a leave of now. Shall I
Thank you
leave?
so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir,
All the
for
best.
your time and for your knowledge. Thank you.
Next session will be on Tuesday. We'll not be
Tuesday,
having
yes.
any session on Sunday and Monday. Our next
Yeah.
session will be on Tuesday, same timing, 11 to 1.
Yeah. See you all on
everyone
time on
join.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Thank you. Have a happy
Thank
weekend.
you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
Yes. Thank you, members, for joining us, and see you all on Tuesday.